How's it going, Vandals? I'm Johnny Alpha, and I'd like to welcome you back to Graphic Vandalism. And it's new video time again. This video is a twist of fiction, a look at 5 comics that are crazy, wild reimaginings of classic literature. And these are 5 books that have just really impressed me and have really helped make me love classic stories that I already like so much more. And with that, Vandals, let's just get into it. Okay, first up we have No Place Like Home, written by Angelo Tirato, with amazing, gory, and fantastical art by Richard Jordan, published by Image Comics. And No Place Like Home is an insane horror take on The Wizard of Oz. And let me just tell you, if you are a person who is already afraid of the flying monkeys, this book will traumatize you. And the story for this one is all about a young woman named Dee. And as Dee returns to her small Kansas hometown after her parents die in a freak tornado, while she's there, the town goes completely insane with a string of murders that all lead to a horrific and fantastical secret about the town, its history, and Dee's family. And yeah, I hate that there's only one arc for this comic. It's just so fun and exciting. I'd love to see more of this story. And as a lifelong fan of Oz, this book was such a wonderful odd addition to its universe. All right, and next, let's take a look at the Hatter M graphic novels. Based off the Looking Glass Wars novels by Frank Bedore, written by Liz Cavalier, with haunting, moody, and experimental art by Ben Templesmith and Sammy Makanine, published by Atomic Pictures Publishing. And Hatter M is a time and world-hopping historical journey based off the Wonderland books by Lewis Carroll. And the story for this one is all about Hatter M, the Queen of Wonderland's top bodyguard, and Hatter is stranded in our world, searching for the Princess Alice, as he treks through the late 19th century, traveling to many countries and meeting many famous historical people in his search to find the princess. And I just love it. I've read the first 4 graphic novels in this series, and I am hooked. I also love the weapons Hatter wields. His hat unfolds to become a giant throwing star, and all of his adventures I've read so far are just simply marvelous. Okay, then, now let's hop on over to Peter Panzerfaust, written by Curtis J. Weeb, with action packed art by Tyler Jenkins and published by Image Comics. And Peter Panzerfaust takes the fun, innocent story of Peter Pan and injects it into World War II Europe. And it really is just so impressive how this book does a stellar job of introducing all the characters from the classic story, making them all fit in this hard edged, war torn version of the tale. My personal favorite is Tiger Lily. She is just badass. And it's just so wild to see the Lost Boys reimagined as a group of guerrilla fighters taking out Nazi patrols and trying to find a place where they'll be safe. If you ever wanted to see a grounded, hardcore take on Peter Pan, like I did, then this is the perfect book for you. Cool, cool. And next up is The Nobody, written and emotionally drawn by my main man, Jeff Lemire, published by Vertigo Comics. And with The Nobody, Lemire takes H.G. Wells' The Invisible Man and makes it a downright wonderful and touching story about coming of age and loneliness. And the story for this one is all about a teen girl named Vicky who lives in a very boring small town looking for any excitement to be had. One day, a strange bandaged man comes to town, and Vicky takes an immediate interest in the man, and the two become odd friends until the failed experiment that had made the strange man turn invisible slowly drives him insane and to murder. But for one short space of time, these two helped one another grow and understand who they truly are and what they could be. And this is why Jeff is such an incredible writer. He has a truly beautiful mind. And I bought this book on accident. I ordered it thinking it was part of the Vertigo crime graphic novel series, which I was really into at the time. And when this came in the mail, I was just blown away. So yeah, I just love discovering my favorite creators by accident. All right, and last but surely not least, we have The Prince of Cats, exquisitely written and immaculately drawn by Ron Wimberly. Originally published by Vertigo Comics, but has been reissued by Image Comics. And Prince of Cats is an over-the-top, hyper-stylized, urban take on William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. But more than that, this is, in my opinion, the quintessential perfect graphic novel. And yeah, it's another of the very few books I've ever given a 10 out of 10 score to. And the story for this one is the classic tale seen through the perspective of the character Tybalt. And it really focuses on a point most other versions of the story gloss over. And that's that this whole beef was started over Tybalt's cousin getting killed by a Montague. This take on the story also has my favorite version of Juliet I've ever seen. And her relationship with her cousin Tybalt is just wonderful in this book. And wow, the way Wimberly was able to introduce slang and modern language into classic Shakespearean is to be applauded. And he even works in a few dirty jokes that are just devious yet marvelous. And don't get me started on the action. Damn. The action in this book is unreal, and Wimberly's art just sings. Every panel of this book is just beautiful, and Tybalt is one cool as hell mofo. So, suffice to say, I utterly love this book, and I really cannot recommend it highly enough. And there you have Vandals, a twist of fiction, and I'm really excited about making this video. This topic is just so fun, and these books really do deserve more hype. Let me know what your favorite reimagining of classic literature and comics are in the comments, because I love recommendations. But for now, until next time, this is Johnny Alpha from Graphic Vandalism saying don't stop reading.